This morning I was reading in Joshua chapter 3, verse 14 and 15, where it says, So when the people set out from their tents to cross over the Jordan with the priests who were carrying the ark of the covenant before the people, and when those who were carrying the ark came up to the Jordan, and the feet of the priests carrying the ark were submerged at the edge of the water, for the Jordan overflows all its banks throughout the time of harvest. The waters which were flowing down from above stopped and rose up in one mass, a great distance away at Adam, the city that is beside Zarethan. Those waters, flowing downward toward the sea of the Arabah, the Salt Sea, were completely cut off, so that people crossed the river opposite Jericho. I'm reading from the Amplified Version. And so it gave me two thoughts. The first one is to do with the power of God. God is almighty. Of course, it's impossible physically for the river to stop flowing, but God did it. He made the waters pile up, it says, and the waters stopped flowing. So here we are in this strange age of coronavirus, and we don't know what's going to happen. But we know that God has allowed it for his purposes. Personally, I'm praying that people will be shaken. God will shake people through it, shake the nations. People might come to eternal reality and listen to the word of God, listen to the gospel. But God is almighty. At any point, he can send this plague away. So he is allowing this for these purposes. But the greater truth here is that they all crossed. The water stopped by the power of God. It was God who did everything. The people did nothing except obey God and actually walk across step by step, 1 foot in front of the other. But it was God, through his power, through his mercy, through his grace, who did the whole work. And then the people crossed over into the promised land, the land of milk and honey. And of course, there's this statement which it said the waters which were flowing down from above stopped and rose up in one mass a great distance away at Adam. And of course, it surely reminds us that God has done a similar thing for us, but a far greater thing. He has made the way open for us to cross over out of death and into life, out of sin and into the righteousness of Christ. So how has he done it? He's dealt with our Adam. Jesus did it on the cross, of course. He died. It was his work. It's nothing to do with us. It's his work. And so it means that we can cross over, not into a physical land, but into the land of heaven itself, into glorious and wonderful fellowship with God. And that's a wonderful place to be, isn't it? When all around us people are panicking, worrying, to be in this place with God, a fellowship with God, a place of rest, knowing that we are safe, not necessarily from coronavirus. Who knows what will happen? But we are safe. We have a place in heaven. If we die, the Bible tells us that is in itself is gain. So we have that peace in our hearts, that trust and confidence in our hearts, and that is what we are to portray to our friends and neighbours. Amen.